All right, welcome back, everybody. Happy Halloween. It's currently Halloween here in the US and wherever else it might be celebrated. We're going to be picking up with the next part of our Civ 4 game on this really ugly snowbound map. We are still not out of last place in score, which is kind of wild because this is an Emperor game to like be this 150 turns into the game to still be last in score out of the people we know is kind of wild. But we've been doing our best to expand. We're kind of hitting the limits of expansion. There were a bunch of people who said you can farm this tile to irrigate the wheat. I had a couple of comments on YouTube saying that. I think that was because I said that we would never be able to irrigate this wheat, but apparently I'm wrong because you can farm this tile. So I was wrong about that. That said, it's still not going to be viable until civil service. So there's still no point in irrigating this right now. We have a settler en route that we're going to try to dump a city here. I don't know where that is, but it's moving somewhere. Hold on. Where's the unit screen? F5 is units. Here it is. Okay, it's en route. It's almost there. And then we might want to put a city down. I think we had said because silver was pretty valuable on this map, we might want to put a city down that can peel off this this deer tile and make use of the silver. So like maybe a city here, because then we at least have the plains tile. Maybe here, because then it can like make use of some of the, and it gets a plains, actually it would get 2 more plains river tiles, so that's probably worth putting a city there. And then that's pretty much it, and then we're basically out of room to expand. There is also oh, happy Halloween, what costumes are created. So I mentioned this on the TFT stream. We have our kids are really into dinosaurs, so I have the big T-Rex costume. I was going to try to wear it while streaming, but it didn't really work. The head was too tall. It was up above the webcam, and I couldn't really see anything. Couldn't really see anything, so yeah. Good question. What wing category are we aiming for? I think it's too early. I don't think it's going to be cultural. Other than that, I think it's pretty open as far as what the victory condition is going to be. The other thing we had a question on was, look at this. We're actually second in wow, everybody's dirt poor. I have 100 gold and I'm the second wealthiest in the world. The other thing we need to do is we need to run a trade route to Shaka so we can get open borders with him. I think I might want to get more units here. Although if Shaka comes after us, we're probably... The problem is I don't really want to keep building too many more axes and spears because they're going to be really outdated soon. Like, I don't want to keep building more of these units. I guess I'll do the aqueduct for right now because we are going to need more health on this map. We got the market, so that's good. We actually might want the temple. We are going to need forges, too. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we would need that badly here. Could do more workers, I suppose, but I want this city to keep growing, so I don't really want to do that. Could put wonders in a hammer for fail gold. I mean, maybe, but I don't really like doing that much. Build well. No, I mean, if you're going to do that, fail gold is better than... What we really want is the Forbidden Palace up here, but we need courthouses for that. I think I'm going to do the temple for right now, because I think I'm going to need a little bit of extra happiness here. This city can grow pretty well. All right, you need to keep going there. Whoops. Okay. Great size. Oh, and we finally just about finished this road. Taking me a second to reorient myself here. All right. Okay, well, let's get this cottage down, right? I mean, we might as well... Actually, while we're here, let's build this road connection to Shaka first. We don't really have an immediate need for this. And... How close are we to literature? Pretty close. Yeah, we might be able to do this next turn. What's our break even, by the way? Oh, we're break even at 30%. That's good. No, I think I need 1 more turn of 0%. So we'll get it in 3 more turns, and then we can start doing our chops here. All right, Deer Space has these. Next up, we want to improve the gems tile, I think. At the very least, we can chop it, and that'll finish the granary. Okay, Wendy's. This city, my God, man. This city. We're just gonna cottage the... I really wish I could build lumber mills. If I could build lumber mills, I could actually, like, do something here. But I can't... There's no point in farming these tiles. All I can really do is cottage them. So we'll just chop them down, and then I guess we'll do the library or something. Alright, Greenland. That's pretty much it as far as good tiles go to work here. I guess we need to farm this tile, so we'll improve this tile next, I suppose. Where are we? We're at the top of the map? Okay. Yeah, the map does have horses in some spots. Not where we are, though. So we've pretty much found all of Charlemagne's territory. Napoleon is out of room to expand. He's not going to get anything more. There was also the suggestion to maybe put a scouting unit, like over here to fog bust this patch of ice. And I don't think that that's the worst idea necessarily. In terms of trade route income, we're currently getting 23 from Charlie. We'll get some from... we actually do not have a trade route to Napoleon. We also need to... If we rode this, we'll get a trade route connection to Napoleon. We should do that next, too. And then I'm going to get the Shaka connection right here. If I rode this tile and then rode this tile, we'll have it. And yes, you can build roads in enemy territory. Any reason not to put courthouses? No, the courthouses are a major priority, too. Although I was thinking I would probably go for metal casting next, just because I have double, I have both gems and silver, but it's definitely some combination of metal casting and Court of Laws, because I do want the courthouses quite badly. I want both of them. Shell thought that I tried this map, not as high as Emperor. Yeah, there's no vassals on this map, fortunately, because I do not like, I don't like that. Alright, how much overflow do we have? We have a decent amount of overflow. I think I'm going to actually build wealth to hold my overflow until we can do the Great Library, because there is a decent amount of that. Alright. Do the library first. Finish that. And... Wait, where is this city? I thought the city was on this tile. Oh, no, it's on the stone. Okay. Okay, man. On the stone. Oh, I can definitely finish it in 2 turns now. There's no question I can do it in 2 turns now. I can almost do it in 1 turn. But yeah, we'll do it in 2 turns. Let's see. Just thinking for a second. I guess I'll road this tile as well. So where did I want to spread this religion? I guess it was Jewel Lake. It was a long time to improve this tile. Yeah, I guess I don't have anything better. Well, we can chop this and then that'll complete the granary. But, like, I definitely need to unlock something else for my build queues, because, like, my cities are running out of stuff to build. Oh, wait, I already had a Buddhist missionary going there. Then we'll have the other missionary go to, maybe to Deer Space, because I'm going to need culture up there. Alright. Can't get up there any faster than that, unfortunately. Oh, is this axe? This axe is fog busting. I actually do need this axe there. Just started. Yeah, our borders are touching another civ, it's true. I would love to get control of this tile, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Deer Space just has the monument for culture. Yeah, we definitely are going to need courthouses, that's true. And the other question is there anything I need to whip in these cities? I think Woebegone can finish this naturally, and then we can start on the market. I mean, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to get forges and then also get into organized religion, so I get the 50% bonus on whips. Because there's just so little food on this map, I really need to get production from like whipping. Also, this city has still not been captured by the AI. It's pretty crazy to think. We still only have 1 civic. Yeah, that's not that unusual. We haven't needed to prioritize. Like we didn't need to prioritize hereditary rule on this map, which is usually the one you would go after early if you needed it. Well, Charlie, that means he has feudalism. Okay. So yeah, Hidden Valley needs some tender loving care here. I do want to finish a road up to this city. I actually need another pair of workers over here, don't I? So you guys, as soon as you're done here, you can head off to that eastern spot. And we'll be able to... So I guess you just go here. You'll go here, and then you can chop that next turn. Wait. Oh, Deer Space 9. Gotcha. Cool. That'll finish the granary. Nice. Again, Deer Space 9 is our planned heroic epic city, so we need to do a barracks there, too. Yep. Hidden Valley would definitely benefit from some windmills. Although a Tundra wind... Can you even build a windmill on Tundra? I can't remember if you can or not. Well, you guys can get started here. We're having to hack everything out of the forest on this map. Alright, just wanted to get visibility on that. I'll turn back now. And we're going to need a name for this city that we're about to plant up here, too. There's a lot of deer. I mean, if you zoom out and do the food, there's a lot of deer on this map. Like, that's just how the map is. There's a lot of deer on this map. It's like nothing but deer. It is so bizarre. Like, if you look around the map, yes, it's a low-quality map everywhere, but, like, we have the mountain range here, the mountain range here, the vast ice field that cannot be used for anything. It's kind of remarkable, even on a map this bad, we have this. Look at this patch of territory here. Look at this vast forest with absolutely zero food anywhere. We have some of the lowest quality food, territory on the map. Anvil Gate, South Park. Like, we have a very low quality portion of the map here. Alright, so the question is, which one do we go for? Wait, do we not have the prerequisites for metal casting? I think it's metal casting and then into Code of Laws. Or actually, Code of Laws is pretty cheap. It's only 3 turns. Yeah, our econ is actually not that bad now. Which one do I want first? Well, the thing is, the forges make it easier to build the courthouses, even though the courthouses were also quite badly needed. So I think we'll do this one first. Again, there's a good case to be made for both. And here, remember, here we're doing heroic epic, so we're going to do the barracks here. The human gets the worst start location always. You're doomed to get put in the icy half. Okay, Syrian has the insider knowledge of how the map works. So the human player always gets the worst spot. Great engineer. I hope that that does not rush the great library. No one has alphabet yet, so we can't see. We're pleased with Shaka, only cautious with Napoleon. He is plotting war, but we believe he started plotting war when we were not the target. Because we believe he started plotting war when he was not able to declare war on us. At least that's what we think. So hopefully we're not the target. Alright, look, we're break even at 40%. That's not bad. So how much do we need to make a run at this? About 300 gold. So yeah, we're not far off that at all. Although, of course, it's going to go down a little bit when... Our expenses will go down a little bit when we hit that. Alright, cottage that. Very slowly exploring the map. Again, I would like to use... I wanted to use chariots to explore the map, but I wasn't ever able to get horses on this map. Alright, so let's... Where's Great Library? Here we go. Only 13 turns. Probably going to get another profit, which is not super useful, but maybe we'll get lucky and get the low... Maybe we'll get lucky and get the Great Library, the Great Scientist. That would certainly be nice. I really want an academy in the capital here. Alright, so start chopping. There we go. 9 turns. We've got 3 more chops to cash in. And we have roads, so we don't even have to waste turns moving on them. Let's get rid of the signs. I always like to get rid of the signs ASAP. Yeah, these chops will definitely be enough to finish it. Hey, we're doing well. We just started on the stream. Okay, then we have a question of like, when do we whip this? See, like, look how expensive it is to whip a market. It just, we need cottages here too. These workers need to, these workers are kind of done down here. Oh wait, I had one build the, okay, one of them built the road, one of them built the cottage. It's not quite what I wanted. That's okay though. These guys are basically freed up, and like Riverside's done. We can whip the, we'll whip the market shortly because it won't be able to grow. And I think that's about it for the moment. Yeah, I do need a little bit more worker labor. I really hope a barb doesn't spawn on this tile. Was it? I think I need to move the barb back and this guy back and forth. We actually have, what is it? We have fog bust on every tile except this one right now. Those guys by Shaka are roading. They could also, oh yeah, road through here. Probably. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's any city I want to whip right now. The safe is very slowly working on its market. Like, it's not worthwhile to whip this because this one takes forever to grow. It's better to just have this slow build things and just accept it's going to take forever. I cannot comment on a AI Survivor game from Season 2. I'll just have to take your word for it. I don't have much to say about that. Alright, so you are going to road here. And then these guys can maybe road through the ice field, as you said. Okay. Chop. Move here, and now we can move on the road and also chop. And that just about gets it for us. We need the one last chop, and then we're good. I did not have enough time to road that, so it will take... Well, actually, if I move here, it's two... Actually, there's no point in using this chop, is there? Because, like, let's think this through. If I move onto this tile next turn, it'll be 2 turns. Then if I chop, it'll be pointless because it'll already be 1 turn. So we just get it in 3 turns no matter what. And that's the best we can do. Yeah, that's the best we can do. We just have to hope that nobody grabs it in the next 2 turns. Which hopefully they will not. Even before Shaka backstab. I mean, at the moment, he doesn't seem to be plotting war, right? Oh, he is plotting war. Well, he's pleased with us, so we're hopefully not the target. Hopefully. I mean, he is pleased with us. We're almost friendly with him. It's unfortunate that we're not friendly at +8. I'm a little more worried about Napoleon. I would feel better if one of them attacks him. But, like, Shaka hates Zara. Like, he's annoyed with him. Napoleon also has 2 people he's annoyed with. So I'm just... Like, there's no guarantee, because both of these guys can plot war at please, but I'm just hoping that we are not the ones they're going after. Okay. So we had a couple suggestions for names here. We've had South Park a couple times, so I'll go ahead and use that as our name here. South Park is quite sad at the moment until we can get some until we can get the borders to pop and grab this Tundra Deer tile. But we're going to get the road connection. And, yeah. Oh, what the? Look at this. Okay, I guess we're not making any more progress in that direction. I'm just trying to think. Oh, yeah, Mount Buddy was... So, like, I can... Is this worthwhile to whip? It is, because, look, we're whipping off 2 terrible tiles. So, like, that is actually worthwhile to do. And the overflow can go in something. I guess the barracks. Like, it's worthwhile when we're whipping off terrible tiles. Here, I don't really want to whip this for 4 pop. Because I think I'd rather work these tiles, honestly. Okay, and you are going to come... I need some culture up at Deer Space. This map is really sad. If only it was Civ 5 and you could just feed food here. Oh wait, here comes Shaka missionaries too. He apparently really wants to convert me to his religion. It's kind of amusing. I'm just hoping we don't get that wonder completed message. Alright. So we got a little extra happiness in here now. Again, the biggest. I guess I should take the time to do some barracks while I don't have something better to do, because I might need them down the road. You never know if one of these guys gets aggressive. All right. There we go. Yeah, there's no point. So okay, so these 2 workers are free. I need to get another cottage on the river at Mount Buddy. So let's start moving in that direction. Oh shoot, I could have done that. Could have moved to this tile here. Although, no, I want that for the capital. We want one of these 2 tiles. It'd also be good to get rid of the forest on one of them anyway. Alright. These guys are just dancing back and forth. Alright, metal casting. Yeah, we still need a... I think we can turn on science on the next turn. Oh, you're still on... Okay, well. These guys are going to have to check out one of these next turn. Okay, finish that road. Alright, deer space. Can work that tile. Look at that, we got a little extra commerce there. We definitely need a courthouse in the worst way here. And you're going to be our heroic epic city. So, let's split the stack. Hopefully we're not about to get attacked by Napoleon. I don't think we are. But to be on the safe side, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a road connection here. Someone made a YouTube video clip of the moment when you say you're never picking Darius ever again. Yeah. No surprise. I stand by the impression I never should have picked Darius. No, just kidding. So I'm trying to think through if I need to whip any of these. Lake Woebegone I would whip, but you can see it needs 5 pop. It does not have anywhere near enough population. I will be able to chop this forest, and then maybe that can help. Although I think I'd prefer to put the chop into a forge. Same thing, Jewel Lake also needs... Yeah, Jewel Lake also shouldn't be working this. It should be working a cottage tile, but I don't have a worker up there. And I do need to get another settler for this spot before somebody grabs it. This city's already popped its 3rd ring borders, which is a little annoying. Because another silver resource, I actually could trade the silver resource to somebody. Right? Like, a lot of people have shown interest in my silver, but I don't want to give that away. Alright. Buddhism is... Yeah, I'm getting flooded with missionaries right now. So you guys, I need more workers over here in the east. You guys can come over here. I don't think there's another tile I need to improve that badly at Greenland right now. Because, like, you can grow onto... No. Grow onto this tile. No, bad AI. Bad AI. Also, we land Great Lighthouse, or Library now, because player always wins same turn tie breaks. Because the player is always in slot number 1, and they're resolved in slot order. Alright. Let's go get this tile chopped for Mount Buddy. And we're going to turn on research. And I think we'll have enough to get there. It'll be close. It'll be close. Yeah, Mansa's in the game. We know he's in the game, even though we haven't met him yet. Because we saw him on... where is it? One of these was worst enemy of Mansa. One of these said worst enemy of Mansa Musa. Here we go. Worst enemy of... We know the other 2 are Wangkon and Mansa, because we can see Napoleon's worst enemy of both of them. Okay, let's see. You wrote that. All right, you guys already wrote that, so we need to go get the next tile up here. Why does Augsburg have such strong culture? I guess it just got to 100 culture really... Oh, wait, what is that? That's a Rathaus? That must be a Rathaus. Just as a monument in religion. I'm surprised it popped its borders so fast. Anyway. So we also need to get Riddle Casting, Code of Laws. Those are definitely our next 2. And then Civil Service is the obvious next tech after that. Because we want to get Bureaucracy. Maybe we can double revolt into Organized Religion plus Bureaucracy. And then convert into Shaka's Religion. Going into the religion would actually not be that bad, because then we would get more Diplo points with... That actually might be enough to... Oh, wait, no, we're already in the religion. Never mind. We're already in the religion. Silly me. Okay. So there's not much we can do for this city until it pops its borders, which is going to be 8 more turns. Question is, how do we want to build Hidden Valley? Do we want to cottage these tiles or farm them? I think we want to farm at least some of these, because then we can work the gem tiles. So yeah, I think we need to farm and build an actual farm. Like, what is this? What is a tile that gives 3 food on this map? Yeah, everybody agrees. Okay, so we should get trade routes with Shaka shortly. All right, so we have them with Napoleon, and we will have them with Shaka shortly too, because we just finished that. Yeah, the trade routes are pretty important because this map is so commerce starved. It actually like makes a big difference having. They won't kick in with Shaka until the next turn. Yeah, we will build this road through here. Food is so scarce. Yeah, we have to take it where we can get it. Oh, there's a Barb City over here. I mean, there's no way we can capture a Barb City over here. It's too far away from us. We would just have to raise it even if we did. How did we get a trade route with Napoleon anyway? I don't know where our trade route with Napoleon runs. Through the water, I guess? I don't know how, but apparently we have trade routes with Napoleon. I thought we were going to have to finish this road. We'll finish it next turn, though. But anyway, we are going to get this wonder, so that's good. As I said, we're guaranteed to get it because of the same turn tiebreaker. Sorry, I always have to turn off the music. YouTube demonetizes all the videos if I keep the music on, which is always frustrating because Civ4 has amazing music, but I have to. Maybe it's maybe it's through. It must be through Charlemagne. Yeah, it must be through his territory. Okay, this is nice. I think I'm gonna make a run at Parthenon as well, because I don't really have anything else for the capital to do. It's only 14. We could toss this chop into Parthenon potentially. Oh, and I need to get another cottage here. Well, once we finish cottaging that, we can come drop another cottage here. I mean, it's like, what else would we do? Oh, you know, we could do National Epic. We're going to do Oxford here, but we could do National Epic as well. We might as well. Do we want to make a play? You know what? We'll do Parthenon. If we don't get it, we'll get a lot of fail golds. Like, it's good in either situation. Ask Henrik for the non-copyrighted music. I mean, if we don't get, yeah, I think we'll just do Parthenon National Epic. If we don't get it, then we get fail gold, which is perfectly fine. But I should have stopped and cottage this. As soon as these guys are here, so I'll have them do the forest. Hi, Barb Archers. They're not gonna attack me. They won't bother my exploring warrior. No way. No way would they bother my exploring warrior. They're not that mean. You're just wandering back and forth here. All right, well, I guess that's why Shaka wasn't able to push any further west. He ran into one of these walls as well. So look at Shaka. Look, Shaka's territory is actually pretty sad too. How many cities does he actually have, out of curiosity? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He has 11 cities. We have visibility on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he must have more in this direction. But yeah, that mountain range, pretty brutal for him too. Pretty brutal for him too. Did we get our Shaka trade routes, just out of curiosity? We did. All right, so again, look at the value of the trade routes on this map. Like, on a map that is so low commerce, we're getting 46 commerce in trade routes. All right, so here's a question we had on the last YouTube video. We had an excellent question, which was, why are you building marketplaces instead of courthouses? Aren't courthouses really good? And I gave an answer to that in... I gave an answer to that on the YouTube video, but I want to respond here as well for anyone who might be watching this series. The reason for that is currency does a lot of things that are really powerful. Currency is always if you have crashed your economy, it's not code of laws and courthouses you want, it's currency. That's the one, that's the tech you want. Couple reasons why. Number one, trade routes. Look at this. Currency gives you an extra trade route in every city, and you don't have to do anything. Like, code of laws does nothing until you build the courthouses. You have to build them. Currency, you get an extra trade route in every city. And look at this. We're getting 46 commerce from trade routes. That's a ton on a commerce-starved map like this. So currency gives us econ without us even doing anything. We get the trade routes for free. So that's number one. Number two, we're mostly running low science on the slider. Like, we're running 0% gold a lot of the time. And when that happens, the markets kick in and are very valuable. Because, like, what do we make? We make 237 gross income. That gets multiplied by 25% by the um, um, marketplaces. So that's a better value than the courthouse, the maintenance fighting on the courthouses. It depends. Now, if we're running like, if we're running like 70% a lot on the slider, it's not as good. But we are running high. We are running high on the slider most of the time. So when you're running like 20% break even science, the marketplaces are better. And then number three, this is a flat map. There's no world wrap. Maintenance costs are higher on maps that have more world wrap. Toroidal maps, which have the north, south, and east, west wrap, they actually have the highest maintenance. And then the normal cylindrical have less. And then this map, which is no world wrap at all, actually has the lowest distance maintenance. That's why deer space is only 11. You might be like, only 11. But remember, our capital's all the way down here. It's all the way up here. If this were a toroidal map, it would probably be like 20 instead of 11. Yeah, let's hope everybody doesn't run mercantilism. Yeah, this is not a good map for mercantilism because there's just so little food. It's like not a good map for that. Also, I'm going to swap you off the barracks next turn because I want the chop to go into a forge. I got to remember to do that on this upcoming turn. And Riverside, I'm going to whip a forge because then the next whip will go into the market with the bonus. That's the hope anyway. I will say this, if our next great person out of the capital is a prophet, I think I might use it for a golden age so that I can get a free swap into bureaucracy and organized religion without having to burn an anarchy turn. Because like that would be pretty valuable if I could double up on both of them. Since that's like our upcoming target. We can grab monotheism, it's super cheap, but we're gonna do Code of Laws, and then we'll grab the cheap monotheism, and then we go civil service. And if we get a prophet, we can burn a great person to enable bureaucracy, and that'll be really nice. If we get a scientist, though, we use it for an academy. I could also build, yeah, so Mount Buddy's going to swap to wealth here, which is going to allow us to put that chop into a forge, which we would much prefer to have. Yeah, see, we were not actually attacked by the Barb Archer. That's cool. Mount Buddy. Yeah, see the chop goes in, but we don't actually, it doesn't actually go into anything because we have it on wealth. Okay. And we're gonna just detour around this Barb City. We'll turn this back on. All right, look at this. Look at how sad this tile is. A non-riverside, non-financial Plains cottage. That is just so sad. Such a sad sight there. But it's actually the best we can do. Okay. Now, this is planned to be our heroic epic city, so I actually just want shields here. I'm not going to cottage this tile, even though it's riverside. I want to save these for lumber mills. I know that's a long way away, but I want the production. I need high production here, so we're going to go and improve one of these hill tiles instead. We'll chop this down. I don't want to farm them either. I want them to be lumber mills. All right, hey, we actually got a farm done. Look at this. Look at this, a tile that actually has food on it. Nice. When this city pops its borders, I think we won't need to maintain a sentry down here anymore. Anyway, how close is this to popping its borders? A couple more turns. We can get over there in a little bit. In the meantime, though, let's go chop down a forest and get another farm up. You can come here and put a turn into chopping. And the reason why we're going to do that is we're going to save some work returns. Next turn we'll... Oh, I was going to... never mind. I was going to road this tile. I actually goofed there. I was going to road this tile, and I'm like, I'll save a turn of movement. But it's across a river, so it actually doesn't save a turn of movement at all. Oops. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we wanted to do Moai in deer space as well. That's right. So we'll have to detour for sailing. That's right. Well, let's get the barracks. Okay, maybe I'll detour next turn for that. Oh, we are so close. We need a little bit more here. Okay, we'll just put Greenland on wealth for one turn. Alrighty. And yes, we're going to be swapping a lot of things to forges on this upcoming turn. We also do need to get Moai, that's right.
And them that take the sword shall perish by the sword.
Yeah, I think our tech is coming along pretty nicely. If we're going to do this, we should do it now. It's a very cheap tech by this stage of the game, so it's not going to be too expensive to get. We can almost get it in one turn. Cottage. Okay. I'm going to do this tile because I don't want to... I prefer to remove forest right next to the city center tile. Generally a bad... You generally want to remove them if you can, just because stuff right next to the city center tile, it provides defensive cover if you get attacked there. Anyway, yeah, I was going to road this tile, but anyway, we'll chop it instead. And I think I would prefer the forge first, honestly, because it'll power up everything else. Alright, and then Lake Woebegone, I'm going to have to do some more swapping around. Boy, it's taking me such a long time to explore this map because I can't build chariots. The way I have no horses, I can't build chariots. Alright, for Hidden Valley, where is Hidden Valley? Oh, there we go, that's the one I just did. And then these chop will finish next turn, and these guys can move in here and farm. We need to finish that cottage here. Mount Buddy, you need to go to the forge. See, now that chop goes into the forge instead. Our next whip will go there. Riverside also swaps to a forge. And I can whip this for 3 pop, which I think I will do with a 3 pop whip, because like the city's not growing. Shakabate, same thing. The forge is way more valuable than the aqueduct. Jewel Lake, same thing. We can do a 3 pop whip. We don't want these cities just sitting here unable to grow. So I am inclined to whip some of them. If they don't have tiles to work, I'm inclined to whip some of them. Those cities are fine. The safe is almost done. This is fine for right now. We actually don't even have the health for the forge at the moment. Maybe Alphabet. I don't think Alphabet's a high priority. We're actually teching at a reasonably decent pace for considering the awfulness of this map. Like the AI, like if you look, we're at 0% science right now. We're actually not okay. I thought we were doing a little bit better there. Though someone is at 308. Well, let's see. Our break even takes us to a little higher than this. 199. What's our max rate at max deficit? 283. I mean, like that's not terrible. Obviously, we're not anywhere close to break even at that, but we're getting there. I do think we'll probably have to take over an AI at some point, one of them, in order to be in order to win this map, but we're not at a stage like that yet. Napoleon seems like the logical one to go after, but it could... Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank goodness. I thought he was plotting with Charlie. I did. So that's a huge relief. We are not his target. Hopefully we are not Shaka's target either. I might... I think I'm going to take an axe and just have one axe like hang out over here, because that way we'll be able to see if there's a stack building. AI is pretty predictable. If Shaka is plotting with somebody, if we're the target, he'll have a stack in one of these two. But I don't think we're his target. I really don't. I could be wrong. Just because we've got the +8 with him, and he really dislikes Zara. And look, Zara borders on Shaka. You can see the close borders spark tension. Clearly, they border each other. By the way, that's a good note. That should I adjust espionage with anyone? Well, I'm never going to see Charlemagne's demos. Look at that. Look at his. He's 141% of me on espionage because he's been spamming the wrath houses. No, this is actually fine. This is fine. We'll get the courthouses up soonish too. Alrighty. So, Zara, yeah. Well, Zara is concerning, but he's not... Look, he's ahead of us, but he's not that far ahead of us. I'm actually not as intimidated as you might think. I've been much further behind AIs than this, and it is only Emperor. It's not Immortal or Deity, so I think this is doable. As I said, we will probably need to run over an AI. Shaka and Napoleon seem like the best targets. Unfortunately, they're also my closest allies at the moment, so they're not AIs I particularly want to go after. Alright, we'll just knock out Sailing now, because we're about to finish the barracks, and this will let us do the lighthouse. Because we just finished that chop there. Okay, Jewel Lake. Can't do the forge whip. So our pop's going to... I don't want to whip this for 4. Let's at least grow another size first there. Mount Buddy I recently whipped, so that's not ready. But Riverside I did want to whip. 4-pot whip is rough, but it's okay. We'll grow back. And then we can go back to the market. And let's see, the safe is good. Oh, Lake Woebegone. Poor Lake Woebegone is going to need the forge because it needs to power up its future whips. And did we finish this cottage yet? No. Hidden Valley is getting there. We're about to have another farm there. Get the food up at least a little bit. We can actually build 4 farms here, which is pretty wild. And I'm going to split off 2 workers to go up here because we need to road over to the deer tile for poor South Park. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with people like Napoleon and Shaka is because they'll plot it please. Like, you just can't trust them, like, really ever. And Shaka, because he has the Buddhist shrine, he would be, like, see, there's the Buddhist shrine, the Mahabodhi, it's right there. It would be very, very nice to control the Buddhist shrine, let's just say that. And then put, like, Wall Street in down the road. So we don't need to be stronger than Zara, we just have to be stronger than the weakest AI. Alright, Code of Laws it is. As I said, our science is starting to come along decently. Hopefully I'm not too far behind. Anyway, there's the... Wow, we had a lot of overflow on that whip, didn't we? While we're here, we're going to mine this tile. I'm like... This is like the most glacial exploration of the map. I mean, our whole... Everyone in our territory is Buddhist at this point. We don't have enough pop to whip that. That's right. Well, we will as soon as we have enough pop to whip it. Alrighty. As I said, we're just checking to make sure he doesn't have any. No, we're not fighting you, Shaka. Shaka's been a pretty good ally so far. I know, right? Shaka is like, you're like, wait, what? Shaka? Alright, let's get back over here so we can cottage that tile. I don't think I need a road on that tile. Wendy's, this will finish the library, and then yeah, we'll cottage that as well. Very slow. Feels like this is a slow. I am playing with a. I guess you could call it a mod, although it's really I just altered the files in the game setup. The apostolic files doesn't exist. Like, look at theology, it just doesn't exist. I have a version of the game where it literally is not in the files. Yeah. So Mount Buddy will grab that cottage when it grows. Wait, I thought for a second it was working as specialist, but no. Yeah, we're going to get our great person in 5 turns. Let's hope for the small chance of the scientist, but I will probably get the... It's probably going to be about 2/3, 1/3 in favor of getting the prophet, which is unfortunately no good to me. Oh, I should have altered my science for Code of Laws. Oh, well, it's fine. We know we're going Code of Laws. It's not that big a deal. Wait. Wendy's is working. I don't really want the specialist here. I want the cottage. Great. Okay, well, there's real fighting going on if a great general was just born. Oh, wow. Where's that? Where's... Right there. Okay. So Shaka just got... Okay. Competing religion. Charlie will probably adopt that religion. A lot of stuff going on in the fog right now. City taken. Question whether Napoleon can hold that or not. I don't know what the power for Napoleon is. He obviously... So if you're wondering why we're trying to stay peaceful here, you guys, yeah. I just don't want to build a bunch of axes and spears that are already pretty obsolete. So that's why I'm not building military right now. I need to get to the next tier of units. So, Code of Laws, I said Code of Laws, Civil Service. Then we really want machinery because the watermills would not be, like windmills, watermills, not bad on this map. And then that would let us start building some maces. I'd feel a lot safer if I had like 8 or 9 maces. Just stand around. We also will need construction at some point too. We do not have elephants, but the catapults would certainly be nice. Maybe we'll go construction soonish too, so we can just start stacking cats. I would just have like a nice response stack of cats here. But for the moment, the 2 people that border us are both in wars right now, so we are safe for the moment. Let's hope that they continue for quite a while, and we'll continue to get a reprieve here. Yeah, no horses for immortals definitely made it a little rough. I really would have liked to have had horses for immortals. That's kind of one of the things I was hoping for. But let's get this cottage down. All right, so we got 2 farms. I think we just keep doing the farms. We're gonna have like a nice happiness cap here. Remember, the forge gives us 2 more happy faces, so we can just grow here for the time being. We can actually finish the forge just off forest chops alone. Like, we're gonna have so many forest chops here. All right, you guys are done. Let's chop these, and then I can probably whip the forge to completion with these chops. We'll just turn off science for a turn here. And then we'll turn them into cottages and let the forge finish. Okay. Very, very slowly. Okay, hello. What's going on here? Okay. I'm a little concerned by this, Shaka. I'm not going to lie. A little bit concerned by the horse archers you're building here. Shaka, we friends, right? We're pleased. You're annoyed with Zara. I'm a little unhappy with this. A little displeased to see these horse archers here, because I don't think horse archers would be here. I'm not sure that horse archers would necessarily show up here if you were targeting somebody else, but we'll just keep an eye on this for the time being. We really don't want to get into a fight with Shaka right now. Really, really do not. I don't know if he has catapults. If he doesn't have catapults, it's going to be very hard for him to break through walls. But let's just say we're going to keep an eye out for getting some spears. Maybe baked. I mean, he's already plotting for. Okay, well, he just gave us 40 gold. Okay, so we'll take that. That means he can't declare war on us for at least 10 turns. Cool. Could you spare this for a good friend? I mean, he just gave us 10 gold, so that's great. That also means we're a little. Oh, he's willing to trade horses. He is. That's true. What do you want for okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Is he still plotting? Oh, cool. Yeah, is he still plotting? He is still plotting. Ah, okay. So if he's still plotting, that means we're not the target. Is that right? Is that how that works? We're not the target because he's still plotting. I am not canceling my deals with France. Sorry. I don't even know where you are. Greenland celebrates. We love the Despot Day. Okay. We love the Despot Day. We love the Despot Day. So we need to go forge here next, and then heroic epic. It's nice having the marble, isn't it? That is one nice thing I have on this map. All right. Well, Shaka actually, he's got more guys here. Just gonna follow the road and see what's up there. Look at this, we're almost break even at 40% now. Cool, we can finish it in just 2 more turns. So here we go, very slowly. Oh man, we should be able to get control of this tile here, because this is second ring for us. Yeah, we have a library. We'll get control of this tile. Hold on.